finding square root of a number. Now, to find the square root of a number, there are basically two methods. One is called the prime factorization method and the other is called the long division method. We are going to do it one by one. Now, first of all, the symbol for square root is this. If this symbol is there, suppose you are given this as 81 inside, this means that we have to find out the square root of 81. Now, this number 81, as I told, can be solved by two ways. First is the prime factorization method. Now, as the word suggests, prime factorization, we have to make factors of 81 and they have to be prime numbers. So, starting with the lowest prime number. Now, 2 cannot go in 81. So, we take the next one, that is 3. So, 3 goes 27 times in 81. Again 27 will go by 3. 3 goes 9 times in 81. Again this number goes by 3. So, 3 3s are 9 and finally 3 1s are 3. So, we will have to repeat the process till the final result is 1. Now, in prime factorization method, and if you have to find the square root, we are going to make groups of 2 identical numbers. So, we have 2 identical numbers here 3. So, this becomes one group and we have 2 identical numbers here. So, this becomes another group. So, we have a group of 3 and here also we have a group of 3. So, we get 3 multiplied by 3, that is 9. Let us take another example. If we are having another question, for example, if we want to find out the root of 64. In that case, the same process will be repeated. In root 64, we have to find out the prime factors of 64. So, again starting with the lowest prime number, that is 2. 2 goes 32 times here, again with 2 goes 16 times, then 2 goes 8 times in 16, 2 goes 4 times in 8, 2 times and 2 once. So, here we realize that all the numbers are 2's. Now, we have to make groups of 2 identical numbers. So, this is one group of 2, this is another group and this is another group. So, we have 3 groups of 2's. So, we can say that root 64 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which is 8. And this answer can be verified because 8 multiplied by itself will give you 64. So, prime factorization method is a very easy method provided it is a perfect square. The meaning of perfect square is that we will be able to find out factors like this and there will be groups of 2. Now, if we are having a number 65, then 65 is not a perfect square. See here, if I take out the factors of 65, 5 will go 13 times. So, you have the prime factors as 5 and 13. There are no pairs here, we cannot form pairs. So, we can say 65 is not a perfect square. So, there are certain numbers which are perfect squares, certain numbers which are not perfect squares. But one thing we have to remember is that numbers ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8 can never be perfect squares. Numbers ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8 can never be perfect squares. So, which means if you are having a number 388 and you are asked to find out the square root of that, we can, without even calculating or finding out the factors, directly make a conclusion that it is not a perfect square because numbers ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8 can never be perfect squares.